Starting up. So when you put the turtle shell on, did you use one of the adapters? I actually used one of the adapters to do it,
I,
or did you just go straight
I,
in his back?
I just went straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The adapter gives you more room for the sword and the what the hell's that thing called? Where the scarab, the thing that the arrows go in? What do they call it? Quiver. Quiver.
Yeah, quiver. So yeah, that would work better. Damn it. Hope I didn't throw those away.
Oh, you don't have a zillion of them?
Oh, I do. They're just scattered to the wind. So
I noticed that they didn't come with the red fin guy. I picked him up at the Toycon.
the what guy?
The guy, this one.
Did you say Redfin?
Yeah, he's got a red
Yeah,
fin.
Well, okay, sure. That's
Mohawk, the Mohawk.
you know. Thanks for speaking in human language.
Well, his name is Redfin. Torgan Redfin. Oh,
I
well,
wish I had a mohawk and a beard like that. He kind of looks like that wrestler Sheamus. Sheamus has
yeah.
this kind of
Yeah,
thing going on.
yeah.
He reminds me of that dude from Lord of the Rings. Excuse me, The Hobbit, the third
The
Hobbit
Hobbit. Yeah,
movie. Yeah,
that's
you
actually
remember
that's
him?
actually that's actually on.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
on the Disney Plus?
No, no, right now it's on TBS right now or TNT.
Oh man, well that thing's got to run like 6 hours on TBS with
It
commercial every
does.
5 minutes.
They're running a marathon. They did The Hobbit, Destination Smog, and I don't know if the third one is on after that.
Did you say Destination Smog?
Destin Destination.
Decimation?
I think it is. What is it? I don't know.
The
I
the
think this
desol
vlog is just
Des-
Los Angeles.
the
I don't know.
desolation
The
of
Desolation.
smog.
A smog.
Smog.
Schmoog.
Listen, give me an A for effort, okay, buddy?
Where what does
How
that
about
even mean?
how about an A for
Awful.
yeah, an A for acceptable, right?
Acceptable.
Yeah, like Chris's audio tonight. Acceptable.
Oh, I'll hold them. I'll hold them, Chris. I'll hold them.
Where'd you find those under the seat of your car? You said
What?
those headphones. Did someone just leave them in the hotel?
No, these are my Bluetooth headsets I use on airplanes and shit.
Oh, okay.
A noise canceling gimmicks, but I happen to have them with me because I sometimes if I want to watch like a new show that came out today, I might get the better audio experience than just the laptop speakers.
Oh, well, I mean, it's gonna be better in my experience. I watched it on my computer with my just my shitty laptop speakers, but it was still
I
good.
mean, that's literally what I would be doing. So, so these are magic headsets.
Where the hell did JD go?
I think he had to go get one of those big flipper chalkboards that they use in movies, so he could figure out that fucking calculation on his screen there.
HK47 minus meat bag equals IG11.
HK47 minus meat bag. You know what? I watched it. I don't get it. I'm not sure.
I don't obviously have a clue.
Hmm. Maybe that's the guns he was using. Hey, there he is.
Oh,
There's Slim Jim.
he's leaving it. What the hell?
Oh, he
Okay,
would say
no, what is happening? Okay, wow,
JD, come
this is
back.
this is really awkward. Um, but we're gonna start the show with that. And what's up, party people? Welcome to Breaking the Mold, episode 95. Your Realm of Collectors Tuesday Night Delight. I'm Chris Pinkerton. If you're nasty, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. No matter what the shitty headphone couch in a hotel room, I'll be there for you. Funny story, real quick. This exact hotel room I'm in tonight, I stayed here with my family when we went to the beach this summer in this exact room.
Really?
Did you leave any cookies in a drawer or anything for you to eat later?
I mean, it was a
Fucking
box
Dave.
of rice. It was a box of Rice Krispie treats, but yeah, it was still there.
Nice. JD said his USB is acting funny. So it's oh, is he there?
He's gonna mute. He's gonna unmute himself.
Yeah.
All right. Hear you. We hear
No?
you, buddy.
Rambling.
You hear us?
Here,
I don't know what's
speak,
going on.
speak, say hello.
We hear you, JD. Do you hear us?
He's not
No,
saying anything, so.
I guess he
He's
doesn't
not
hear
saying
us.
anything. He doesn't hear
You
us.
say. Hey, let's just work through this.
All right.
Hit
We'll
the
work
intro.
through this. Work the
Brian,
intro.
Brian, how was your weekend?
How's my
Little cat.
weekend?
Isn't that how the show goes? I'm supposed to ask you how your weekend was.
That is how it starts.
All right.
But before we do that, let's do this. There you go, Chris. Do you feel more at home now?
No, really, really awkward.
Dom's gone.
Dom's gone. JD's gone. Fuck it. It's Can we examine this? Is that a painting on the wall?
Yeah, I think that's him and his wife getting married.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a pretty mythic picture, actually.
It is.
I'm sure he shouldn't tell his wife how mythic a picture it is.
We hear you, JD. Do you hear
Hi.
us?
I couldn't hear you guys.
But you do now.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Sweet. And now Dom's gone.
Okay, listen, Brian.
Yo.
Comes Dom. Hey guys,
Hey.
welcome back to. He doesn't have headset. Welcome back to Breaking the Mold, episode 95. My name's Chris. I'm the unfortunate driver of this train running off the rails.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I want to see how long that lasts.
They call me in, and this is what you give me to work with. Okay.
Fucking amateurs.
All right, Mr. Brian Brink.
Yo.
I feel dumb asking because I already know these answers. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good, man. I went to Toycon. I saw you guys. You surprised us, of course. Great times all around. And what was that about? Chris, are you still there?
We did a little flip.
How did that
Just wanna-
happen?
I want to just keep the viewers guessing what squares we're going to stay in.
Happily.
So yeah. And funny story I forgot to mention yesterday. I left Dust's house at like around 11 something, I think, and I got pulled over on the way home.
Oh.
By state trooper, Jersey?
I don't know what kind of trooper he was because it was late and I was tired and his lights were all blazing behind me. But I was 30 miles, I guess, southwest of him. No, excuse me, 30 minutes southwest of him. So I don't know. But anyway, I just see the lights show up in the back. I'm like, oh man. I was like, I haven't been pulled over in a long time. But it was one of those ones where I'm like on this. It was like a kind of interchange. So when he pulls me over, I gotta move over, but there's no shoulder. So I'm like, great. So I gotta like drive like another couple, I don't know, maybe a half mile or whatever, so I can get to a shoulder to pull over. I hate that. Because I just want to get pulled over as soon as I can and get it over with. But anyway, it's funny. I pull over, turn the car off, roll down the window, and then I'm like digging through the glove box. I'm like, where the hell's that goddamn registration? It's like, oh no. But anyway, so I empty like a bunch of napkins out. I find it. And so I'm sitting there waiting for him, and then he comes up on the passenger side and like taps on the window and like freaks me out. So I'm like, oh, makes sense. He doesn't want to stand in the road, right? So I open the window and he's like, I forget how it started, but I think he was mainly asking, he's like, hey, he saw that I have Delaware plates on. I'm in Jersey. He's like, oh, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going home. He's like, oh, okay. And he's like, well, do you know why I pulled you over? And and then before I could answer, he's like, oh, you're doing like 68 and a 50. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's
18 miles. It's not
yeah.
bad.
It's like, I was like, that's a valid reason to pull someone over. And and it's funny. He's like, so he's like, is that your registration? So I was like, yep, here you go. And I gave him my license as well. And then the funny thing is, he's like, is your license all right? And I looked at my wallet. I was like, no, I think I gave it to you. He's like, no, it's here. Is it okay? I'm like, he's like, is your driving record okay? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But I thought that was weird. Like, he's throwing these questions, like, it's kind of throwing me off. But
You sure this was a real cop?
yeah, I think so. And
trying to lure you into their basement?
yeah. So, and then he's like, have you been drinking? And I was like, yeah, it's like I actually had 3 beers at Dust House, but fortunately that was like from 7:30 when I started, so I hadn't had a drink in a while, so I was fine in that regard. But he's like, oh, okay, well, let me go check out your license. And I was like, okay. So then he finally comes back up on the driver's side, and he's like, well, no, he's like, you're good to go. And I was like, I am? He's like, yeah. So I guess because my driving record was clean or whatever, and I wasn't being a jerk to him or whatever. But the funny thing is, he's like, he started asking. Now I remember. Now he was asking these questions. He's like, so where are you coming from? I was like, from Hackettstown. And he's like, well, why are you up here? I was like, I was at a toy show today, hanging out with my buddies, and I had my sweatshirt on, and I showed him the circle logo. I was like, see? And he's like, oh, what do you guys sell there and stuff? I'm like, oh, well, not this time. We were just there up chilling, you know. And he's like, well, when did you get to Hackettstown? I was like, oh, about 7:30. And he's like, wait a minute. You've been up here all day? I'm like, yeah, man. Toy show morning. Then we go to Dust House afterwards. You know, it's just, I'm being very candid with the guy. And you know, I think maybe he just took pity on me. He's like, look at this old man coming up here for toy shows and stuff. I'm not gonna give him a ticket.
Fucking nerd.
But when
I can't give this guy a ticket.
but I remember the funny thing was he's like because
It's life. I can't.
but he's like, so you're going all the way home? I'm like, yeah, I got a couple hours. He's like, are you okay? So I can tell your eyes are bloodshot. He's like, I just don't want to put you back on the road if you're not gonna be able to make it. I'm like, nah, I mean, it's been a long day, but I'm good. But because when he said he could smell the alcohol, and which I thought was weird, is like only 3 beers, but I guess, you know, whatever. But he said, I said, yeah, no, 3, I promise. It was just 3. And he's like, no, you're old enough to drink. It's okay. And I was like, what?
Wow, he's pretty cool.
So I guess he was probably looking for underage people out there just goofing around and horsing around. So I guess that's probably why. But it's very
did a lot of
strange.
that in Hackettstown.
Yeah, I had to. He did ask me to do my alphabet though, from F to X. And I had to follow his finger and do all that stuff. And it was kind of weird.
Did he take you out of the vehicle, or you?
No. He's just like, he's like, I just want to make sure. Okay, so he had me follow his finger and then to this way, and then when he went back this way, he held it here. He held it here for like a good 3 seconds. So I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, what's this? Is this like a stare down contest? That's not strange.
No, you know why they do that?
I'm sure if you're drunk, you just keep going.
Oh,
no, So like, there are like multiple signs to like to tell that someone is intoxicated.
Oh, okay.
First of all, if they're moving their finger back and forth like that, and you're intoxicated, your eyes will jump.
Oh, okay.
It'll jump.
It won't be smooth.
Yeah, it won't be smooth like that, and also people will tend to move their head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you're drunk, you'll move your head.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was fine, but
or you'll do one of these like.
But I was super tired though, man. Like when he started having me do the test, I'm like, dude, if he makes me come out and stand on 1 foot, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. And I'm not even drunk. I'm just fucking beat. But yeah. So fortunately, that was fine. But anyway, that's my fun story. getting pulled over, coming over.
Brian, I think that was the whitest story I've ever heard in my life.
The whitest story. Yeah.
Sam said the cop put his finger down by his waist and his dong was out. So he was going like this, and then he went.
Oh man!
You catching my drift, boy?
But it's funny. I mean, like when a road is at 50 miles an hour, I don't typically speed that much, especially if I'm not going. If it's dark, I don't know where I'm going. But you get into that highway hypnosis at night, man. You just kind of.
They did an episode of MythBusters when they tested against like tiredness and drunkenness on a road, and which one is worse? And actually, it's almost the same. You know, being tired and drunk, it's just kind of the same effect.
Interesting.
So, just a little tidbit. MythBusters.
Tom, how was the
I had a
weekend?
busy weekend. Yeah, had a very busy weekend. Toycon, Legion Con, and then I had a wedding on Sunday. So my sister-in-law got married on Sunday. So it was a packed weekend. So had a fun time, had a great time. Enjoyed it very much. Little craziness at Saturday night. So I got home from Legion Con after we left Legion Con. I came home and my met up with my sister-in-law. They were sleeping over here at the house because they lived out in Long Island. And all of a sudden we get a phone call at 11 o'clock from the bride-to-be, and she basically was upset because the dry cleaners forgot to put the pants of the ring boy, which was basically her son. So they forgot to have the pants, and she was going through all the clothes that night and saw that the pants were missing and got really upset because the boy was, they all had same matching suits, all the groomsmen and the ring and her son and everything. So I had to go. We had to do like a little fire drill, and actually was able to find a suit in Kohl's. And I ran over to a Kohl's before they closed at 12 midnight, and able to pick up a suit for him that actually matched everybody else's suit. So it was kind of a saving grace, and she was very appreciative. I was a good guy that night, I guess.
Look at Dom fishing for compliments.
All right.
Yeah.
So now this is a competition for the widest story you can tell. JD, how was your weekend, man?
Man, my bitches don't pay up. Try to take it the other way, since everybody's waiting here.
I got you.
Yeah. So, it was a pretty awesome weekend. It was a little hectic starting out. Saturday, Friday night we kind of busted our ass trying to tie up some loose ends, and then woke up early on Saturday and still was trying to tie up loose ends. So then we finally got packed up and on the road and all that stuff. So we were running a bit late to the show. So we didn't get like all the morning hangouts with everybody. But we got there and made a lap around the show, and they got set up for Legion Con and hung out, and yeah, it was a good time. Then we went to Dust's and hung out there, had a good time, came home, recovered, all that good stuff, and then today was back to work. So it was good. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't schedule anything on Tuesday, so I usually draw for the week and then whatever else. Get ready for the show Tuesday. So how about you, Chris?
Well, let's see. I kind of decided last minute I wanted to come up to hang out with you guys at the Toycon. So Saturday morning, I got up.
That was a surprise.
Nice
It was a good surprise, Chris.
I got up at gosh, I don't know what time I got at. I think I left my house at 7. It's about a 3.5 hour ride. Split in and just kind of ran around saying hello to folks, and then we went to lunch, which was an experience into itself. 24 people, one server. Hey, they made it happen. Actually, 26 people. Nonetheless, yeah, drove. Went to Mythic Con afterwards. Actually, I did one quick lap because I didn't really look at too much. Found a couple of things, and we went to the Mythic Con, which was a really dope little thing that I think got more traffic than they anticipated. Because it was very, very, very crowded. Very
Yeah,
crowded.
what do you gauge? Like 50 people maybe? Or more than that? I'm so bad at judging crowds.
I think if you count like all the people that were set up for vendors, you were probably close to 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I figured, Brink, I don't think a room that size can hold, 180, 200, like some
No,
people
no.
have said. Um, but I bet you that room's rated for. I mean, I bet it's rated for like 40 people, in a meeting setup. But I don't know how many people would have been in here at once. Yeah, 50 is probably a fair number, and that's a lot of just curious people who came in,
Yeah.
because they knew, like you guys were going to be there, JD.
Everybody's there to see JD.
No.
Get some gravy.
Well, so JD, why don't you tell us about your experience with the Mythic Con from the other side of the table?
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for helping me get everything in there to begin with. Countless trips back and forth carrying piles of foam. But yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, we've sold it like NJCC and stuff like that. I've done tattoo conventions and stuff like that, but like displaying big pieces like that we've made, it's kind of different. It was a lot of fun. It was a little nerve wracking because it was the first time we ever did something like that,
Sure.
But yeah, once we were there and all set up, and it was just people asking questions and just answering them the best we could. It was fun. It was fun. Talked to a lot of different people about making some stuff for them in the future, and there was a few of them that walked away. The dioramas, I mean. So.
You mean they bought stuff?
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Which ones did you sell?
Both of the throne rooms, and then the like the ruin, the deep ruin. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
That's awesome, man. I figured you'd do pretty good at being such a targeted audience.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of, like I said, we kind of busted our humps trying to get as much sort of mythic stuff done as we could in the weeks leading up to it. I only, I feel I only got like a third done of what I wanted to take, but
where would you put it?
Yeah, exactly. With the
big one.
Jeremy was nice enough to make sure that we had two tables rather than everybody else was just getting one, or they were sharing or whatever.
Yeah.
He made sure that we had plenty of room to kind of sprawl out, especially for the dungeon. You know what I mean? That was, it's 4 foot by 4 foot, just the footprint of it.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, so he made sure to have two tables back to back so that we could get it all set up and be able to present it. Yeah.
It was quite a treat seeing that dungeon of yours, like in all the light that room had to offer, because I've only seen it in your place, and I mean, you don't have like fluorescent lighting throughout your whole house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could really see all the detail. It was really, really cool. And I love like all the extra little things that you threw in there. I think you had like some kind of debris over all the grates and stuff like that, and it just dude, it really looked like something out of like a miniature movie set or something like that. It's
I
really
mean,
cool.
that's kind of what I'm pretty sure Chris can agree, but I think that's what we shoot for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, trying to get it as close to something real life as possible.
You even
Yeah.
had like a dragon skeleton, like the skull of the
Yeah,
skeleton in the dungeon and stuff.
it's like
It's pretty cool.
some little fish aquarium thing, and I
Yeah.
drilled the eyes out, so it was it looked like more like a skull. But yeah,
Then
it's fun.
just standing around it and hearing people and they're just jaws drop when looking at it, because it's just a whole massive, like, it was literally a play set for Mythic Legion. So it's like the magnitude of it and what you can do, and your imagination just starts running, and the scenes that you can fulfill with all your legions and putting them in there. Like, from that perspective, I remember a couple times I was like talking to a couple people. I'm like, this is the Snake Mountain for like fucking Mythic Legions, because it's literally a large ass play set that you can actually enjoy and play with your figures and set up scenes and stuff like that in there. And then it's funny because a lot of people, like, there's a lot of different people that were there for the custom figures, and then a lot of people for the dioramas. So it's like, it was like a mixture of people who enjoyed a little bit of the customization and just what you can do outside the line itself. So
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we just sit up in that room and just build stuff and carve stuff and just have fun. See what we can make of it. I don't know if anybody noticed, but like, we had little treasure chests, and they had like rubies and
Yep.
yeah, even the small little creatures like
treasure
snakes,
stuff. Yeah, but
snakes,
inside
lizards.
those treasure chests, I made sure to put 9-sided die in them.
Oh, cool.
So just a little elbow nudge.
Dude, were you scared about moving it? Like, I know it breaks down quite a bit, but I was like, I mean, did it survive the trip there and back?
It did. There was one little, actually, there were two little pieces that did get broken on the way back. But it's not that big of a deal. They were just little, like tiny little pieces that they just snapped off. You know what I mean? It was like a little piece of debris that was glued on to another piece, and then the staircase, the bottom of the bottom pillar of the staircase came off. And it's easy to fix. And like, while we were packing up, I made sure to pack my glue just in case something did get broken on the way up. I would be able to fix it. You know what I mean? While we're there, and something like that just takes minutes to let the glue set up, and then
I have a little travel bag with a hot glue gun and some shitty paintbrushes and some black and white paint, because I figured I could do anything with black and white mixture in some capacity.
Yep.
And a knife and a couple other little things. Anytime I took dioramas to a show, because that was my fear too, that, oh God, something broke,
break or chip, or
somebody drop kicked it,
a figure falls over and his nose pokes a hole through the
With that, and JD, I was amazed too, because of how big it is. How, when you guys were setting it up, and how, like, the engineering of with the mechanics of with the magnets and the placements and how everything fit in together it seemed like, for a big item, I thought it would take a lot longer to set up, but like it was really like, easy. Like something that, I would be like, as a consumer of a product like that, I would be like, oh, how long does this take to break down, build up, and everything? And it seemed fairly easy, like to the point where, it only took like 10 minutes, not even. Like, you guys just put that all together at that one batch, and then obviously you put all the nicks and crannies and all the little pieces that fall into it and the figures itself. But like, it's just the skeleton of the place and all the walls and stairs and that you put together, which was really simple when I saw you all guys put it together.
I mean, we've moved the thing like, probably 100 times, 102 times maybe. So, we know what the pieces consist of, and so it becomes a little easier when you're tearing it down and putting it together multiple times.
Well, I commented to JD. I was the way he had used the magnets for alignment. I thought that was very clever, and that's the part about building things, this diorama stuff that it kind of goes I guess kind of unnoticed. Is literally you said it, the engineering.
Mhm.
Because listen, you have to be an architect, an engineer, and an artist to successfully build this stuff.
Yep.
So, and a lot of that skill set just people assume, but it's a lot of what keeps me up at night about on diorama work is how the fuck am I going to do that?
Yep.
But it's very satisfying when you say, I just figured out how the fuck I'm going to do that. Stuff completely out of your ass.
Yeah, so we kind of had that moment when we got back. It was like we were tossing ideas back and forth because right now, like what we brought was just the first layer. We had just recently started the second layer, which would be like the ground level, So we were like back and forth on how we wanted that to look when it was finished. And during the process of building the smaller dios to bring along, I kind of like in my head, I'm like, I really want to build a tavern. I know somebody would want a tavern. So like I grabbed a whole sheet, a 2x2 sheet, and I started plotting out this tavern, like the ground floor of a tavern. And then I actually built the walls, cut the doors, windows. I built a fireplace and the bar and all that kind of stuff. And like, the next day or whatever, she saw it and she's like, "You're not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be working on stuff we can get rid of." Like, I know. I just gotta get this started. It was one of those things. But we had this moment when we got back. Like, I was talking to Mike a little bit about it, Mike and Cade, because he was there. He shot a bunch of video. We'll get into that in a minute. But I was talking a little back and forth with him, and it kind of sparked the idea. I'm like, okay, the next level, I think we just figured it out. So there'll be like a horse stable. She's been working on this gigantic tree, and I think we're gonna throw the tavern up there, and I'm gonna do, it'll be like a tavern with an inn, but I'm gonna do the outside and the inside. So it'll be like a like the Tudor house sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
dude,
we figured it out.
You put like maybe you do like a stream or some kind of like fountain, like a.
Well, there'll be a road that runs catty cornered through it. The way that the way everything sits. There'll be like a road, people can ride their horses through, and we'll have a little path running off that leads to the doorway. Dude, a little stream wouldn't be a bad idea, though.
I can't wait to see Juno the bar wench.
Yes,
that'd be good.
I purposely opened what's his name, Torgan Redfin.
Yeah,
he's the bartender.
Okay,
he's perfect bartender material.
He needs a stool to stand on.
Yep. Well, yeah, I might have to. I'll have to make a little step stool for him.
Snap on some longer legs for him.
Get some stilts.
Oh man, that'll be awesome.
What did you guys think about some of the other artists that were there, the customizers and the casters and whatnot?
They're just ridiculous. There's some pieces that were there that Jeremy had that were like he did like a more like I don't know, more adults. I don't know how you would say it, but he did what was it, lockjaw? Was it? He had like a more yeah, it was fucking sick. And then a couple other pieces that he did was just amazing. And then there was a guy,
his G.I. Joe ones.
Man. Yeah.
They have my heartstrings.
Dude, when Gary saw that was Zartan, he was just like floored. And I didn't know it was Zartan until I was like, you had to bend down, right? And it's like, oh crap, look under the hood. There it is.
Like some of the pieces, you just need like the detail that they put in, and then some like that. There was I don't know the female's name, but she just the paint and the like there's just the paint that she put on the armor, just so like just I don't know how she did it. Like with these muffins that I have on my hands. Like I'm not going to be able.
You mean Nikki on the other side of the room?
Yeah.
Dude.
Meat muffins. Just so I'm clear.
Meat.
Meat muffins.
Meat
Like look at these.
All right, I'm
They
making a
don't-
shirt. I'm making a shirt. Meat
Meat
muffins.
muffins.
So
That's all in the tools, Dom.
Yeah, I know, but like
It don't matter if you got giant meat muffins or not.
I mean,
yeah. It don't matter what you got. It's all in the tools that you use.
I was amazed. I was just amazed about just the detail of a lot of it. Like there was one I think this guy had outside. What was it? There was one inside, and he had like little mini skeletons on the chest, like the chest armor, and it was just amazing and how much like just the detail that he put into each little skeleton that was on his chest.
Yep. I tell you, Jeremy's stuff. So what's that? The line that of the Star Wars fight goes that are the Star Wars figures that are like samurais and whatnot.
The
like,
Misho movie realization.
Yeah. So
Bandai.
So he's like mythic realization for Star Wars and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, and he had a what, Forlom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. So cool. And Nikki's stuff, Dom, like what you're saying, like her choice of color palette is just really
ridiculous.
Really cool.
Yeah, like she had a great cat setup. Like I was like looking at some of them, and like she could I could see her definitely doing some like Thundercat type of homages and stuff like that. But her cat setup was like some of the cat customs that she did was amazing.
Somebody had some Thundercat ones there.
Yeah, outside that guy.
It was right outside the main room. That was what's his name? Lewis?
That sounds right. Yep. Yeah, that stuff was kind of crazy too. I wish I had taken more pictures, but obviously I know a lot of people took pictures, posted online, but it's quite outstanding. I mean, to me, I take the stuff out of the package, I pose it, and I put it on this one diorama that Chris gave me every once in a while. But I really need to take the time to enjoy these to a more fuller extent, I think, because I was just like, wow, what am I doing? My mythics, these guys are just on a whole nother level.
Yeah, just even the 3D printing and the head sculpts that they were making, that guy outside had, it was just, and the paint, like I remember I asked the same question, Brian. I'm like, he had some painted versions, and I'm like, is those painted versions for sale? Because some of those just looked really great, and obviously he was selling some painted items, but the org heads that he had painted, they weren't for sale. They were just basically there for display to give you the kind of idea of what you can do with them on a painting perspective. So
yeah, but I'm like, you're right there. Sell it to me. I had the money. It's right here. Take it.
I think it would be funny for all you guys to all get the same head, and everybody paints it. That's the contest.
Yep, and see who can
Yep.
That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, everybody comes up with just all pick the same head or whatever. I want in on that if you end up doing it.
Okay.
But the thing,
everyone's gonna send them to me. Hey, I'll put it.
No. Like they have to paint it themselves.
I know.
No, you can't send them on. No, you have to videotape you painting the head and Dom cussing at it and throwing it across the room.
Jeremy, I might give you a call.
before this contest starts, I am disqualifying myself. Okay, so.
But no, like even like I think he had some that 3D printing guy that had those custom heads. He had like some demon heads too, and like those like so he had some figures displayed some custom figures that he already had with some demon heads that were just amazing, like off the hook. And then he also had like torsos that he was able to do. One torso had a double head, a double like neck, so you can put two heads on one body.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool too, and
so you could do your too bad,
yep, and stuff like
those
that. Like
were really cool. Did anybody pick that one up? The too bad and torso.
No, I did not pick that up. I didn't pick up any of the torsos. They even had a custom squid head that fit one of a larger orcs. Mm-hmm. That looked really amazing.
That looked really cool.
Again, and JD, I think you hit it on the head with when I was walking in the area and saw a lot of the Cabal people there, and just their first, this was their first kind of get together. Like we kind of take sometimes I don't know. I'm not saying we take it for granted when we've done this so many times and meeting up with each other.
You know, everybody up here, I think we probably do because we see each other.
Exactly, but
it
was so refreshing to see another group experience that. Like, you hit that right on the head.
The outside,
and just seeing it and just seeing them all hug each other. You know, they never met. They only talked before online and stuff like that, and just seeing them interact and the smiles that were on their faces were just amazing. So it was nice to see, and it kind of made me remember like the first time like we got together and how the first couple times we were seeing each other and got together in these conventions and stuff like that, and just enjoying each other's companies and just what the group is made up all about, and it just was very refreshing to see all that and everything.
That was kind of cool to see that from the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and I talked to Walter a bit about, you know, how he runs that group, and you know how I see a lot of that in the way the Realm groups ran. Kind of a, you know, more of a brotherhood and less bullshit. More brotherhood, less bullshit. The Realm of Collect. There we go. I'm gonna put it on a shirt.
But it was great, and like just enjoying, like, you know, I stayed there for about an hour and a half, and they did like the raffles, which was really great, and just the community, like people winning it, and you know, take it out of the box, you know, everybody, the guy took it right out of the box, and they were, you know, held it like a little child from you know, the rest of the night. It was a good feeling. Like, it was a really good atmosphere, and you know, the room, you could feel that everybody they were enjoying themselves in that room, and your diorama was amazing, JD. Like, I know, like, you know, everybody had beautiful things there, but like just seeing that in the corner and the beautiful, like, just the hard work and the man hours that you put into it, it definitely, you know, showed out in your piece there. So,
well, thank you. I'm not here for compliments, but
I'll
take them. It's not done, so stay tuned. We still got a lot.
I know.
Dave sent me some pictures from the Legion Con. If you want to take a look at some of the customs.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick, you know, Jeremy's in the chat right now. Thank you, you and Joe, throwing this together, man. It was so awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure next time it's going to just grow bigger and bigger.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, yes, look who's watching Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. What are you eating? Popeye's chicken sandwich.
I finally got the chicken sandwich. There was no one in line.
You didn't get shanked for it?
No.
Well, you know, once Brian Brink gets it, it's over. Nobody wants it.
So it was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was better than expected, but I don't know. It was okay.
Can you make these any smaller?
Any smaller?
No, the opposite of that.
What if I do this? No,
hi
one.
Guys.
This one. Is that?
There we go.
All right. So I believe this is Nikki's table because this is JD's. These are JD's pants.
And I know those are JD's pants because we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about my pants. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, these are some of hers. Again, really cool stuff here. I like these.
Yeah, the cats were over here. Yeah.
Yep.
The orcs with the pupils and the iris. Oh, so good. Like, I don't know if anyone noticed that, but like the orcs had pupils and irises.
Especially
the green one right in front with the skull head. Yeah, that the one that was the one that's laying out in front of his foot there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. So you have bright yellow irises. And
so
like a red pupil.
I think I might have missed something here, but were some people selling these and others were just showing their work? What was the deal here?
I think most everyone was just
Showing. I think it was showing. Yeah.
Yeah, no one was really selling. Jeremy had a couple pieces there, I think, that he was selling, and then I think they raffled, like each of the customizers raffled one off.
Right. I saw. I didn't get to see any of them up close, but I saw that was a raffle prize.
Okay, well, there we go. Between raffle tickets given out and our count, we actually had about 100 people between the two rooms.
100. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ooh, panels and reveals and more.
Mhm.
Nice.
Ooh, silhouettes.
Yeah.
So there's some more Nikki's, I believe. Moving on to Jeremy's table. So here's that Zartan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
That
And
is
this-
a Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, and this was Rock and
Rock
Roll.
and Roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Mm-hmm. So good.
And then some more here. Really, really great stuff. Like this is a like Death Dealer, I believe. Like a dwarf Death Dealer
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
I think that means they may be scarier than the regular Death Dealer. You never see him coming.
Yep. I believe this was also here's that squid head you're talking about. This is Nikki's table as well. And it was kind of cool to see these in person because I've seen these in the group like posted. You know, some of these are kind of old, some of the ones she's done, and so it's really kind of cool to see him in person. I really dig all the ones with blue skin, and I tell you, man, this looks like straight out of the factory too. You know, like
Oh yeah, some of these are like figures that you think like the Four Horsemen did in regards to the sculpt and the paint that jobs that they did and everything.
Here we go.
There you go.
So the
You can see Dave.
Fett. There he is.
There's Dave taking pictures.
And again, more of these Egyptians said, "Hey, Chris, what's this over here?"
Oh man, yeah, I might have a little Gomez vibe to it.
Dude, that's awesome. He's got the extra arms in there.
You know, it's funny. It was so busy in there. I saw none of this. I mean, I saw it was there, but I didn't have time to really stop and appreciate it.
So yeah, you got your Forlom and Boba Fett.
And some more He-Man.
And there's the He-Man stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, that trap jaw is dope.
And he had like different armatures that you can pull off and put on and stuff. It's just great.
Oh yeah, right here.
Right here on the side, yeah. He got an assortment of armatures that you can just put on and put on.
I think those were from the 2000X Trap Jaw, which was an amazing figure itself. But yeah, it's awesome how you could implement them into that.
Yep. And I believe this was Lewis's table, right?
Yes.
Out in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So again, his take on Motu.
Yep. There's a Man at Arms and a Ram Man, and of course He-Man and Skeletor and Tila.
What is Ram Man made out of?
Looks like a dwarf.
Dwarf, yeah.
And is that like the Hercules? Not Hercules, but you know what I mean.
What's his name? Denethor or something?
Deltagar, I think.
Deltagar, yeah, whatever his name is. Yeah.
Again, it's like, let's see if there's more pictures here. But some of the colors they choose for just the regular customs are pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's Lino and Panthro.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
There's a Beast Man back there, I see.
Wow, that's cool. That's really neat.
Some custom orcs. I like this. Look at this guy. It's a orc. It's got like a fin on here and like a braided beard. That's awesome. Let me see. I think I missed one. Here we go. Yeah, here's some more close up of the Thundercat stuff.
There's another Trap Jaw.
and he was showing off like his little kiln here that he created.
Oh, that was Anthony Halcyon. He
Okay,
made that. Yeah.
that was really, really cool.
Yeah, he's been sending me progress pictures of him putting that thing together. It's pretty genius.
Yeah.
Has like a working bellow, and the swords you can actually stick into the coals.
Oh yeah, and
There's
and
like
it
a
lights
slot.
up.
Yeah, there's like a slot for them. No, but I mean, it looks like you can stick the sword into the coals,
Oh,
and
okay.
you can pull it out, and then you know what I mean. You can kind of reenact hammering it on the iron.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's basically all the ones that he sent me.
That's cool. It was definitely a good time for
Mhm.
sure. So today was a big day, right?
Indeed, it was.
It was a big day. So today was the first day of the Disney Plus streaming service, live on your, well, most devices, I guess.
Heck yeah.
It was funny because last night I stayed up because we didn't know when it was going to go live. Like there was no, I didn't know, so I thought the rumor that it was going to go live at midnight. So at 12:01, I was waiting to see if it would go live, and then watched The Mandalorian last night, and I saw you guys on the chat going, "It's not up. I don't see the app. I don't see the app," and I'm like. So for the next half hour, when you guys were, saying that you couldn't find the app, I just ended up going to sleep. But it's, I guess they rolled it out in the morning. I assumed.
I think JD has the first point of view here.
So I saw Josh Fisher post, and I saw Gort post, and that was at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, really? That early?
So around 5, like I checked the Xbox, and it had gone live up on Xbox. So I woke Chan up, and I'm like, "Yo, it's on! It's on! It's on! Let's hook this up." So yeah, we got it working, and then watched The Mandalorian at 5 a.m. And then we went to sleep after we watched it.
I'm assuming you didn't have any troubles with getting it right, JD, since
No.
there probably wasn't a lot of people at 5 a.m.
There wasn't.
So
Yeah, I didn't have any issues. Yeah, no spoilers. We're not
no spoilers.
But yeah, I mean, it was the first day for it going up. Of course, there's going to be issues. I mean, the biggest thing is Disney is I mean, they own everything. Like, how do you not have the server power to handle billions of people subscribing to your service?
JD, it's the fault of the Dutch. The Netherlands has let us down. Not a good proving ground. I was telling that to a guy I worked with today. He said, I think everybody in the Netherlands, everybody, would have to be using that service at once for them to get an accurate test of what the U.S. will do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was just flipping through there. There's so much. I mean, like, it's mind-boggling to even say this, but the fucking entire run of The Simpsons is on there. 30 fucking seasons of The Simpsons at your fingertips, which Fox FX app used to have pretty much the same thing. But I mean, I can go watch any episode of The Simpsons I want.
Mm-hmm.
For $1 more a month than I paid for Hulu. Crazy.
So we're being corrected. Matt Rhodes, those were his Masters of the Universe figures. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, Matt.
Yep. Yeah, because everybody was sharing the tables. It's kind of hard to keep the name straight.
Well, hopefully he forgets. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
So outside of,
outside of The Mandalorian?
No, I was kind of speeding on this here a little bit. So, Frank, what was your experience with the app today?
Well, I had to work today. I don't know about the rest of the world, but like, so I feel like Delaware was in some kind of temporal anomaly where the whole rest of the country, it was the weekend and everyone was watching TV, and I'm sitting at my desk doing my goddamn job, and I'm like, son of a bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, that's it. I'm muting all the chats. Fuck all you people. Screw you guys. You know. But I got home and basically I just went onto the website and logged right in, had my Popeye's chicken sandwich ready, and
Perfection.
and watched The Mandalorian. And then
Well,
as soon as
let me
that,
stop. Let me stop you real quick.
yeah,
Chicken sandwich. Did you get the spicy one?
I
Oh,
got the
did you get?
spicy one. I got the spicy one.
And
Yeah, it was the spicy seemed to be in the sauce, I
yes,
think,
Yes, it is. Yeah.
and whereas a Chick-fil-A spicy, it's in the breading, I guess.
It's in the breading, correct?
Let me know how that feels coming out.
Dude. You need to try ghost pepper mayo. That tastes so good going in.
I bet.
Not
Just
so good on the way out. But anyways, it, I didn't find it all that much better than Chick-fil-A from a taste perspective, but I think the texture was different. It seemed crunchier,
yeah, it is crunchier.
and the roll seemed better. Whereas, like Chick-fil-A, like that, the bread can get all smushed, and it's kind of like,
Yeah, it's a firmer bun.
yeah. So
It is a firm bun.
yeah, firmer buns. Yeah, it was
It might
not.
toast it a little more. What is his face that he's making for? Oh, I thought you were like being firmer bun.
No, I was gnawing on a finger, on my finger.
So
Bots in disguise doesn't want any spoilers on the chicken sandwich, so I guess we should stop talking.
no spoilers on the chicken sandwich.
And that'd be a great title for the show.
I tell you, it was funny though. Like, I left work about 20 minutes early. I was like, I gotta get home, be able to watch this thing before the show starts, because I'm chomping at the bit. We're trying to watch this show. I was like, you know what? Let me stop by Popeyes and see. And like, there was no line at the drive-through, no line inside. It's like, so I went inside to order, and I was just like, oh my god, they have them. The guy in front of me ordered them. That means I'll be able to order one. It's like, all right, finally.
Oh, we just
And,
sold the last one to that guy that brought it here.
yeah. So, but again, it was. I mean, it's fine. I mean, chicken sandwich. It's not super crazy,
It's very hard to impress the brink.
I don't know. I mean, what's to expect? I mean, Popeyes makes good chicken, dude. I mean, I don't know.
I like their chicken tenders, man. They're crispy, and yeah, they definitely have a more crispier chicken.
Yeah.
You know why?
Wow.
Not changing that fryer grease, or not changing that fryer grease as often.
Yeah.
That's why it tastes so good.
Whatever
It's like, remember Al Bundy, his barbecue? He never dumped the ashes out of it or something like that. He had like ashes for 20 years in that thing.
I think I remember that episode. And somehow the ashes go like somebody cleans it.
Yeah. That's funny. Didn't they end up putting like ashes from an urn in there? I don't know.
Sure. That's plausible.
I think so, Brian.
Definitely something that could have happened.
Oh, I missed that show. That was that. Wait, that's not on Disney Plus, is it? That's a Fox show, wasn't it?
Hold on.
It was a Fox show. It was a Fox show.
I'm gonna search it right now.
Yo, they got fucking gargoyles on there, the entire series.
It's not Married with Children.
Damn it. All right. But anyways, yeah, so I did that, and as soon as that was over, believe it or not, I threw on The Force Awakens because I wanted to watch the bit where Rey and Finn meet, because I really like that bit, and then of course where they go on a wild ride with the Millennium Falcon, and I could say, man,
I like that chase scene.
that's so good. God.
Mhm.
And I keep pausing it and rewinding it because it's like Rey is just driving this thing. She's got these like these crazy facial expressions, like, oh shit, it's fucking with the thing. It's beautifully cut. It's a well edited scene. I must say, it's great.
The one part I like is when they're running past it and he's like, "What about this?" He's like, "Not that piece of junk."
Yeah, that's just great.
So, 3 Men and a Baby. In the sequel, 3 Men and a Little Lady are both available on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's just the library is gonna be extensive. So yeah, I can imagine Just a couple things that when just talking between me and my wife and what she hasn't seen from a Disney, like just the Disney cartoons that were out. I'm definitely going to go take the opportunity to sit with her and watch those because she's never seen them before. So
Yeah, man, like dude, Snow White I haven't seen in probably 30 years, or something like that, or Alice in Wonderland. Like I just want to. It's been so long. I actually did watch the one scene from Little Mermaid today.
okay, that's what I was
Oh,
going to see. When did you crack up the Little Mermaid?
yeah, I did that about 10 minutes before we got online here. I wanted to see the crab and that French chef go at it, man, in the kitchen. I just fucking love it.
Yep, all that bolted shit's on there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you can get lost on this watching horrible direct to video Disney movies like Fox and the Hound 2.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Of
Like
the
there's like 3 Lion King movies that that came out. So yeah, there's a lot of direct to DVD stuff.
I was spending some time in a very small Walmart this morning since I was told 3 hours earlier. Yeah, then I was actually supposed to be somewhere, so I had 3 hours to kill. And I was I was looking around the electronics. Are there like 6 or 7 movies in the Wrong Turn franchise? Did I see that? Is that horror? You guys know what that is?
The Wrong Turn.
Yeah, it's a horror series, I guess. I had known of like 1 or 2 of them, but there's like 6 or 7 of them. Nobody knows anything about these movies.
I know what you're talking about. I don't think I ever watched them.
Yeah, I think I saw.
They're trash.
I think I saw the first one. It's like one of those, you get lost in the woods and it turns into torture porn kind of thing.
Dude, they got Darkwing Duck in here.
Yep.
I mean,
oh yeah. Chan did say that Darkwing's on there.
So they have DuckTales and all that, all the old DuckTales. Yep. Oh shit!
And
like
That's So Raven. That's So Raven, man. I've been fucking.
Yeah.
But so I mean, is there anything specifically you guys are really interested in checking out?
All 3 Mighty Ducks movies. The movie Tom and Huck, starring the kid from that one show and the other kid that's dead.
But there's a lot of garbage on here. Like this.
Look,
there's a movie called Brink. Look at that. But I mean, it's like obviously there's a lot of stuff in there, like in Netflix where you just scroll forever. It's like, oh god, like yeah. Well, at least it's here if I ever want to watch this, but chances are I never do. Just a lot of garbage.
And then if you type in Star Wars, there's more than one screen worth of shit.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go back and rewatch some of those seasons of the Clone Wars just to catch up. So when the new stuff comes out.
Oh hi.
So definitely gonna do that.
Oh, hey.
That's kind of what I'm interested in doing.
Oh.
So that was odd. You guys dropped out, went back in again.
Yep.
That's the second time that happened. Yeah, I forget what I was gonna say now.
Apparently, Knights of Ren is very excited for X-Men the animated series.
Oh yeah, I actually did. I just watched the intro to that and then I shut it off.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome that it's on there.
Well, why aren't the X-Men movies on here though?
Oh, are they not on there?
Nope.
And I heard, I just when I was scrolling through
maybe
Facebook,
not yet. I'm sure they will be. Sorry,
Spider-Man's not on there either.
All supposed to be on here today. Well, Spider-Man.
I know they bought Fox. Did they get all the rights to even the older movies from?
Maybe it's part of the deal that they struck or something. Maybe they can't put it up for a certain amount of time or something like that. I don't know. Who knows?
I just remembered the things that I really wanted to see. Let me see if it's on here.
Or maybe it's just one of those things where they don't have enough space as of yet.
That may be it. Maybe they need to buy.
Makes sense, but
I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up on some of the House of the Mouse series.
I need to get back to the Air Bud.
Oh, there you go.
There's a lot of those movies.
Dude, there's a
lot of awful shit on here though.
Live action Lady and the Tramp. That just looks like garbage. But
That's a new series that they were pitching.
Dog Lives Matter.
I'm actually kind of interested in this National Geographic stuff. I remember when I used to try to watch Nat Geo back in the day when I tried to go to sleep, but it was always infomercials or reality TV. They didn't even have like nature shows on it.
They even have that guy, that nature guy, that's going to go take celebrities out and they go do some wild ass adventures. I forgot that series, what it's going to be called, but
who was that? Was that Wild America? Remember that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You talking about Bear Grylls?
That guy.
Yeah. That's Chris. Yes, yeah.
I'm Bear Grylls. I saw the.
Yeah, like Batista's in one of the episodes, and like fucking a couple other celebrities he's taking out, going to the extremes with them and stuff. I'll probably catch a couple of those episodes.
Oh, Benji, I haven't seen that movie in so long. Man, I forgot about that movie. That movie's so sad. Yeah, there's a lot of you could probably just. I'm just going through the movies alphabetically and looking. The Black Cauldron,
Black Cauldron, man.
Ooh, that's a mythic movie.
God. Yeah. Wild America with Marty Stauffer. Do you guys remember that as a kid?
Yeah.
That's not on here though. Is he still alive?
Is it Disney own like the Muppets, or do they own Sesame Street? Which one do they own? Did they buy the Muppets, or did they buy Sesame Street? I can't remember.
So they bought Jim Henson's studios.
Studios.
So the Muppets are directly Jim Henson. Jim Henson just made the Sesame Street stuff.
The Black Hole, is that on there too?
Yeah, Black Hole's on. Oh, the Black Cauldron is on there, dude.
Yeah, that's what Chris just said.
There's some things better left forgotten. Like they made a movie called The Country Bears about the Country Bear Jamboree.
Oh my God, did they?
Yeah, I think it's like people in suits. Wow. Damn, David Crockett's got a lot of fucking movies on here. It's only 2, but that's funny.
I'm excited to watch Gargoyles, aside from like the Star Wars stuff. But yeah, so Chan was saying that apparently the creators of the Gargoyle series were still in contact, and there's talks if they were going to do something with it in the near future. So
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That means new toys.
Yes, it does.
Oh, sweet.
I'd be all in on that. Get some Four Horsemen love on the Gargoyle series. That would be amazing.
Ooh.
All right, so here's something interesting. So I've only watched one show, and then I've skipped around like 3 other things, and they already have things recommended for me. We have Endgame, Simpsons, live action Dumbo, Captain Marvel. They recommend Lady and the Tramp, and High School Musical, and they recommend Frozen to me. I'm like, okay, you guys don't know me at all yet.
Well, yeah,
I gotta fix the algorithm. I gotta fix the algorithm.
You did 10 minutes of the Little Mermaid already, Joe.
Oh, they do recommend this new Anna Kendrick Christmas movie. Maybe they do know me after all.
What about Jungle to Jungle starring Tim Allen?
Dude, actually, that was a good movie, if I remember correctly.
Oh, The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp, the one that nobody's ever seen.
Oh, I just actually saw that like a month ago.
I was going to say, I've never met anybody who's ever seen that movie. So
I saw it on TBS like last month.
Oh, Jesus. Man, yeah, you could get lost in this. Oh, my God, Meet the Deedles. You guys probably never even heard of that. I remember... Go ahead.
Do they have all the ABC stuff that's on there? Like they own NBC Disney, right?
ABC, right?
ABC, yeah.
No, some of that stuff will stay on Hulu for the time being.
Gotcha.
Man, there's a lot of Muppets movies. Is there 5 Muppets movies?
Yeah.
There's the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. Remember that? That was a book I think I had to read in school.
They have Christian Bale's first ever movie.
Oh, anybody know the Newsies?
Of course, Dom knows that.
Dude, Newsies are the shit.
What about The Cat from Outer Space,
Yo,
1978?
I'm Brooklyn.
What about Old Yeller?
Oh no,
Old
is that
Yeller.
on here?
Yeah, I can't watch it.
Am I old enough to finally watch the end? I don't know.
I don't know. My mom wouldn't let
With your attitude towards pets, Brian, yes, you could watch the end.
I wanted to punch my mom in the face when I was a kid for letting me watch that shit. Probably the only time in my life I wanted to truly punch my mom in the face.
Why'd you make me watch that,
Yeah.
Mom?
I did not know
Spoiler.
that there were 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I did not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not in any order here. They're in alphabetical order, which doesn't
Well,
tell you
the,
the order.
the one with Plenty Cruz, she was
Wait, what was that?
I can't even say her name.
Penelope.
Allegedly?
Penelope. There you go. Cruz.
I thought they
Placenta me Cruz.
Yes, Placenta Cruz. That one was horrible. I think that's like the one that she that's what the what is it, the Fountain of Youth, that they try to go for the Fountain of Youth. That one was horrible.
I think I got through 3 of them. I don't think I got the one where they went upside down in the water. Which one was that?
That one's Desmond. Is it no? Desmond Chess is the one that they go into that like cyclone in the end where the 2 boats are going into like a fucking whirlpool.
Okay.
And that one, and then that's the one that you're talking about, Brian.
Oh, okay.
That's the one.
All right.
Because the second one is the one that he gets eaten by the Kraken.
You know,
Wow.
you really
a
just
lot
need
of
to watch.
information, Tom.
I like
The Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer is a good one. That's a good movie.
That's been a long time. Timothy Dalton is the bad guy.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever seen Return to Oz? The
No.
movie, the sequel to The Wizard of Oz. Yeah,
No.
it is.
I don't remember it, but
Because
It's
I
bad.
remember it came out in 1985. I don't. It's just fucking weird. I mean, it's worth watching. It's so strange. And the girl who plays Dorothy is she was Bobby Boucher's girlfriend, Vicky Valancourt in The Waterboy. What's that chick's name? You guys know who I'm talking about? She was in what was the movie about the witches that came out back in the 90s?
Oh,
Hocus
was
Pocus?
it witches? Was it witches?
It's not fucking Hocus Pocus, dog. Which is also available. No, what was it? It's about the high school girls that were witches.
Oh, Wicked? No.
No.
Charmed?
No, God damn it.
The one with was that the one with Nev Campbell? Nev Campbell was in that one?
No.
Yes.
they chat saying The Craft.
Yes,
The Craft, yes.
Yes.
Nev Campbell.
So, I think her name's Faruza Balk or something. But anyways, she was like little, like she played Dorothy in this movie, in that second Wizard of Oz movie.
Oh, I thought that was Placenta Cruz.
Placenta Cruz.
Uh-huh.
Very funny.
That's gross. Let's put it on a shirt.
No, let's not put it on a shirt.
We could do a Domism shirt.
We could have Domism
No.
shirts. Oh my
Please
god.
don't, please.
So many shirt ideas.
Dude, if you put a Constructive Bots on a shirt, I'll allow that.
Constructibots. Oh, I got it. Is that what you call them?
The Constructicons one time, but there are Constructibots though. I was later on. I forgot who posted it, but there are Constructibots.
That was me. I rewatched.
Yes.
I not rewatched. But I
Animated.
watched
Yep.
Transformers Animated for the first time. Yeah, this past month. Yeah, I did that.
The Devastator parts. I forgot who the 2 characters were. They did call themselves Constructibots.
You know what else is in here? Flight of the Navigator. You remember that?
Wow, that was a good movie. As a kid watching it, I remember that. What was the song that they played in that when they were flying? It was a fucking awesome song. I can't remember.
But there's a very young Jessica Parker in there. What's her
Sarah
name?
Jessica Parker.
Sarah
Isn't-
Jessica Parker.
Didn't the kid have a crush on her or something?
What's that?
Didn't the kid have a crush on her or something?
I don't know. Yeah, he was a shut-in. He was basically a prisoner. So I guess he got that. What's that syndrome? Like Florence Nightingale syndrome? That's not it. What is it? Helsinki syndrome or something? I don't know.
Brink, have you disclosed to your castmates your syndrome?
My needle in a haystack syndrome. I have not
Yeah.
disclosed that yet.
Okay. I think you should tell them that you share that. You and my wife share that trait, the needle in the haystack syndrome.
It's a hard thing to live with. It's
'Cause
very hard.
You can't let anything fucking go, can you?
Nope.
Have to get to the bottom of it.
That's
Wow.
why he brings a magnet all the time.
That's why.
I mean, smart
That's
man.
how you
with
find.
a magnet. That's how you
Yeah,
find a
that's
fucking
how you-
needle in a haystack.
That's how you find a needle in a haystack.
Ding, dong. Done.
Oh my goodness.
There are. I did not realize this. The breaking news. There's a sequel to the Apple Dumpling Gang. It's called the Apple Dumpling Gang.
No.
Yeah, Tim Conway and that other guy, the guy who played the guy with the gun with one bullet. You know, Andy Griffith's homeboy. No. 10 Things I Hate About You is the first movie listed alphabetically on Disney Plus. Anybody want to guess what the last movie alphabetically is?
Zoolander.
Xenophobe. Oh wait. Zootopia
Very good, Brink. So close.
Zootopia.
with
That
Judy
was
Hopps.
Zoolander. I don't even know if that was a Disney movie.
I like that Brian knows the female lead to any movie I mentioned.
Creepy.
Hey Brian, Adventures in Babysitting. Who's the lead female actress?
Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Shue.
I was gonna say the chick that was in The Boys.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I figured you guys would know. 12 Dates of Christmas. Don't worry, it's somebody you've ever seen before. I don't know, you might follow her on Instagram, though.
Sandra Bullock. I don't know.
It's not Sandra Bullock. Yeah, you could definitely get lost in here. Oh, there's a High School Musical, the series.
Yeah, it's like I saw like the intro to that one. It's kind of stupid.
I think that show, when they get it going, the theme parks that made us, or whatever attractions that made us, the one they're the toys that made us guys doing. Basically, they're gonna go through theme park rides and stuff, and kind of tell the stories behind them.
Oh yeah, for Disney rides, yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. Like, yeah, I'm sure they'll do one for the Haunted Mansion.
Mhm.
Dude, I want
Because he said, didn't he say that they did the documentaries of some of the parks too? He was the one that produced and directed those documentaries.
I think he did.
Yeah, I remember when I listened to the podcast, he said something about that. He did the documentaries back when, and I remember watching those things. They were pretty cool because they run you through the parks and the rides and when the rides came to be and what Walt Disney was imagining for certain rides and how the concepts of something. It's pretty cool. It's a good documentary.
Here was Walt's idea, and here was after we took all the racism out. That's why the Tico ride doesn't make any sense. You don't want to see what was over here.
I don't know. I hope they go in depth on like those animatrons for like Pirates of the Caribbean and
They do.
Small
They
World
do.
and shit.
They do.
I want to
And
learn
I
more
remember
about
the
how they made that
documentary.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, they and then they added, like, obviously as the Pirates of the Caribbean got popular, they added the Johnny Depp's character and
It looks really good. And,
Captain Bolsa and all that.
yeah, Johnny Depp looks good. They did a good job with it.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys been on the ride when you see those two characters on there? Like,
Yeah,
at the end.
I did that. I guess it was 2015, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Down there. Yeah.
He's like at the end and he's sitting on a chair, fucking singing the song. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very well done, actually. It definitely has his likeness. like a big Hot Toys figure. Or a Madam whatever. What's that? Wax Museum. What's that place called? Madam,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's Wax Museum. That's fair.
Wow, they actually put a Lindsay Lohan movie in here.
Of course they did. Was it Bad Girls?
It's The Parent Trap.
The Parent Trap. That's when she was a double.
Dude, I remember watching that. I actually thought that she had a twin sister.
Yeah, twins. Yeah.
They shot that pretty well.
Twin sister. That's because they had another set of twins that they were battling against at the time.
Dude, imagine if Lindsay Lohan did have a twin.
She killed her. She killed her sister.
She could be like the opposite, like the goody two shoes of the current Lindsay Lohan. That'd be wild.
Well, isn't that kind of how the movie ran? Where there was one who was from like England, and she was all nice, tooty hooty, and the other one was American.
Tooty hooty.
Tooty hooty, huh?
Yeah.
Tooty hooty placentas and.
Oh God! Shut up! Like you haven't pronounced a word wrong, JD.
He hasn't.
No, please.
Oh, I have.
You're the only one that knows how to say those mythic names correctly.
Yeah, he does.
Bjorngar.
Bjorngar, is that it?
That's what it is.
He's like
Bolger.
He fucking yelled it.
No. BJORNGAR. Bjorngar. It's like think of Bjork.
You're the guy that we go to.
Fair enough, I guess.
So, are you guys gonna keep all your other subscription services for movies and stuff? Or are you thinking about cutting something out?
I'm seriously trying to cut my Cablevision. I'm trying to get away from Cablevision, so I'm really strongly thinking about just doing the Disney Plus service, maybe a Hulu, with or without ads. I don't know yet. I know my brother-in-law, and then try to keep it, and then probably pay for $60 internet from whether it's Verizon or Cablevision.
So my plan is, I got the Disney Plus. I got the 3-year deal type of thing because hey, it's out there. Sign up. So I did. And obviously I have Amazon Prime, which comes with Prime, so that stays. I think I'm gonna keep Netflix. And what's the other one? HBO. I got bundled in with my cell phone company through AT&T, so I did that. And then I'm thinking about. I haven't done it yet, but I was going to subscribe to YouTube TV because right now I'm paying for YouTube Premium because I never canceled it after I signed up for the thing to watch Karate Kid, or excuse me, Cobra Kai.
Well, that's literally the scheme. So
Yeah.
You sucker.
Yeah, I mean, I could have canceled it. I watched it all that night. I could have canceled it the next day. But you know what? After 30 days of watching YouTube and not having ads, I was like, dude, this is well worth it. I
pay for premium YouTube.
Yeah. So and not only that, I can listen to YouTube with the app closed, which is fantastic for me.
That is very nice.
And,
so with that premium, that premium service, you can actually close the app and work on something else.
Yeah, I can do other stuff on my phone while that's playing. So basically, I create music playlists in YouTube now, and that's what I listen to at work. Damn
it, I never thought of that.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Huh. Yeah, because I pay for the same thing.
Yep.
I have like the premium YouTube, so I don't have to like have my phone open.
Yep.
I can just and it plays on the stereo on my vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think if you subscribe to YouTube TV, I think that also means you don't have to watch ads when you watch regular YouTube.
Right.
So and you get local stations through YouTube TV, so you might even be able to watch sports ball if you desire your local sports ball.
Is there any Supernatural fans out here?
No.
You mean like in general, or is
no,
that
like
a show?
yeah, it's a show. It's a show. You fucking asshole. Yeah, the ghost in your closet, fucking Rick.
I'm aware of it, and I know that.
Is it on Hulu? Is Supernatural on Hulu?
I don't know. I'll tell you right now.
Because that's the only.
I don't think it is. I don't think those WB shows
So that's the thing. My wife loved, and it's the last season. So I'm after this last season. I think that's when I'm gonna kind of move over because that's kind of what my wife enjoys watching. So it's their last season this year. So it's like once that's done, I don't think I don't think I need to keep Cablevision anymore.
Night Wingham says WB is Netflix.
It's Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking buy a Netflix.
Well, it was 2 episodes anyway.
Yeah. So I haven't paid for cable in like 10 years. I don't need no fucking cable. I'll keep the Netflix, the Disney. She has Amazon, so we have HBO and Stars and all that stuff through Prime.
So wait, how much is Netflix a year?
Netflix is what?
Yeah,
$12
a month or?
Oh yeah, a year.
Month?
I think you get it a little cheaper. It might be like $9.99 a month if you pay for a year, something like that.
How much if you get the DVDs mailed to your house?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Do they still do that?
Yep.
And what is it? It comes out to like what, $6 a month for fucking
$12.99 per month for Netflix.
Yeah, but like but Disney Plus is like what, $6 a month?
Yeah.
So my wife did all this wizardry this morning. We wanted to take advantage of that Verizon free year because, well, they offered it, so we're taking it. But we have Hulu, ad-free Hulu. I think it's $12.99 a month, and we wanted to combine that with the Disney Plus, after the year. Long story short, Kelly figured out a backdoor way to do that. Got us signed up for it. So after the year, our $12.99 or whatever it was, $13.99, it goes up $1, and that gives us Disney Plus also.
Oh, neat.
Oh wow! But that's just for the year, though, right, Chris?
No, that's after this. So for the year, Disney is free, but after the year, it rolls into this bundle where it goes up $1.
Really?
So basically, you save what? How much is the Disney thing? $7, $6
$7,
a month?
yeah. Say $6, $7, yeah, $6.
Yeah, so it's like $1 less is what they'll give you, all for the bundle. So basically, you pay $1.
That's not bad.
Damn, Chris, does Kelly offer her services as a home manager? Like, I need a home manager.
I've told her that. To optimize your router settings. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, do some lighthouse work. I'll tell her a home manager.
You can see a fucking ad on Craigslist. Looking for a home manager.
Well, yeah, man. There's like office managers. Like that's a key job to have. I mean,
yeah, Pam B tricked herself into that job. Dude, speaking of the office, did you know they have office action figures at Walmart?
Yes, they do. Yeah, I saw that.
It's tragic how horrible they are, but
yeah, that's like they're idiots.
Almost worth the novelty, right? I don't know.
Oh,
if they make a Kevin, I'm sorry. If they make a Kevin, it better come with a bowl of chili. So you can fill it.
Did they has anyone been to Walmart recently? Have they found the ghost Yoda and the whatever Luke yet?
No, I haven't seen that. No.
Someone posted a picture of that, and I think it was who the fuck was that? Somebody posted
Chuck.
it in
Chuck.
It was Chuck, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I need those. Why didn't you fucking say anybody? And maybe that wasn't his pick. I don't know.
Did you say they're Walmart exclusives?
Yeah, and the Jedi exclusives. Luke and the Ghost Yoda.
I went in 2 Walmarts today, and between the 2, I saw one Black Series figure, and it was a First Order Trooper. That's all they had.
What, the Riot Shield one? The Riot Shield one? Did they have a shield or?
I didn't even see a Riot Shield. So Brian, I was in, when we like go to Cherry Hill for the show there, There's that little shitty Walmart that's over there.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, so it was that one. I was in that one today. A shitty toy aisle anyway. And one Black Series. Shit. And the other one went to a bigger Walmart and they didn't have any Black Series.
I'll take a look tomorrow. If it's hitting Brian, I'll take a look to see if I can find them. But
all right, well, yeah, like I said, don't go too crazy.
No.
Chris, I got a question about Hulu. So what's on Hulu?
So, the way I use Hulu is like all the stupid sitcoms I watch. I don't even know what day this shit comes on TV. I just like I can go to my Hulu and it shows me like I can kind of subscribe to these shows. So like there's a new one of Modern Family and The Goldbergs and Fresh Off the Boat and Superstore and all these stupid 22-minute sitcoms that I like to watch.
Do they have the old sitcoms like Facts of Life and Three's Company and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick. They have a pretty diverse catalog of stuff. I didn't know you were a big Three's Company fan, but
more Facts of Life.
Come and knock on my door. So Chris, now you have a Roku box, but the Roku isn't a service, right? That's just a device. Correct?
Actually, they do. Well, yes to both, but mainly it's the device that holds the app. But a lot of TVs now come with that technology built in.
Yeah.
And actually, Roku, they're the world's largest provider of, I think, software for TV. So, like, their stock price went through the roof over the past couple of years because not only do they sell the boxes to people who want that, but they sell their technology to all the TV manufacturers.
Oh, that's cool.
Built in, all
those smart TVs is where it came from a Roku.
Yep.
Yeah, my smart TV isn't so smart anymore. It's an older Panasonic. God, I can't remember how old it is, but it's still a plasma. It's 55. It still works good, but I think the only thing that still works on it is Netflix. Like Amazon's like, we're not supporting this anymore, and YouTube's like, they stopped supporting it 5 years ago, and I was like, thank God for Chromecast and stuff like that. But
you son of a bitch. Quit turning on this goddamn TV.
So
now, can you? I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
What was that other device? I forget what it was called, but like when you fast forward, you go boop 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 boop.
That was a TiVo.
TiVo, is that still a thing?
Yes. Actually, I was talking to my dad today, and we were talking about internet and whatnot, and he said he had called his shitty service down there, and they had a plan that was cheaper than what he was paying, with like twice as fast internet, and he said, and 2 TiVos. I'm like, cool. And then my dad asked me if I could show him how to use a BitTorrent. Absolutely, Dad. I can definitely show you how to do that. He said, do you need to use a VPN? The master. If they want to come after me for stealing you fucking episodes of sitcoms for mom to watch, no. We're good.
I was say is, can you download the app? Like you can download like the Disney Plus app on a Fire Stick, right?
Yes. I actually heard today you had to update your Fire Stick apparently
to download the app and utilize it.
Yeah. So I've got it working on my phone, on the computer, and I think Kelly said she got it working at the house on the TV, on the Roku box.
On the Roku box.
Yeah, we've got. Let's see. 1, 2. How many Rokus? We have a lot of Rokus. We got one. There's 7 Rokus in our house.
Wow.
Yeah, because you can just you can buy the box. Like it literally is like this big. It's like an Apple TV box. Or
does it like work? Sorry, does it like work like Sonos, where you have one box that's plugged in, and then all the remote boxes linked to that one box?
No, they're all independent.
They're all independent.
Yeah, but they have the stick too, which is not nearly as fast. Like it takes longer to load stuff.
Gotcha.
So we just, the kids get this. We have boxes. We have a box in our bedroom and in the basement and in the living room. Jesus Christ, I lost my mind. And I have one in my workshop, but I don't have a TV in there right now because somebody borrowed it and It didn't work when they brought it back.
Hmm.
Shout out to high schoolers.
Oh man, YouTube TV is like $50 a month. I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
So digital antenna is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I don't need to watch local TV that bad.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of. I mean, we actually, I take that back. We watch the news pretty much not every day, but
Well,
probably
that's the
most.
thing. Like, yeah, like that. My TV's hooked up. Like that's the first channel it opens up to is my local news. And it's like you're like I don't know. I have a habit where I'll turn the TV on and I'll leave it on, and that's the channel that stays on for like at least the first like 10 minutes while I'm watching TV until I decide to change the channel. So it's just like a habit that I just watch that for like at least 10, 12 minutes before I just go searching.
Yeah, we have cable just because I think it's like $10 more to have a bundle with phone and internet than it is to not. It's like for $10 a month.
So wait, so Chris, you have cable, you have Netflix, you have Hulu, you have Disney Plus, and you have Amazon?
Oh, and I have the WWE network. Thank you very much.
Wow, fucking shit. God bless you.
Yeah, Dom, I'm really thinking about that now. That's a lot of TV. No, but we canceled some subscriptions like in I think August. I'm like, well, hey, no one can get the Disney Plus. Of course, it was free and it's only $1. It's $12 for the next year. So, I don't know. It's like there's always something somewhere I want to watch. I don't have HBO or.
Yeah, like I don't have I have the basic cable. I don't have any of those other channels. By the time I threaten, like every time I'm in a promotion that they give me, and it goes off promotion, I call up and I try to cancel, and they send me to the cancellation module, and they do everything that in their power for you not to cancel. So they'll offer up like free Showtime and Stars, and I'm like, okay, fine. And they'll give me like another $10 off for my phone again, and I'll be like, okay, and then I'll get back down to the price that I was at before. But other than that, I don't pay for those premium services. They overcharge for that shit. It's crazy.
Chris,
Well, I used to do the same thing with satellite radio before I did finally.
Yep.
I basically say, all right, give me the package, the new member package. And they'd say, we can't do it. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to cancel. And finally, when I did want to cancel, oh my God, it took minutes of saying, no, thank you.
I did that like for 6 months. Like, I did that 6 times consecutively. And then like at the end of the day, when it runs out, they just give me the same package because they know I'm going to be calling.
Yeah, I didn't beat him over the head that bad. I'm sorry, Brian, I interrupted you.
I was just saying, with all the subscription services you have a really big living room wall. I could just imagine you having like 4 TVs hanging on the wall and your whole family sitting on the couch with headphones on attached to each different TV.
Well, see, what you don't realize is that is already happening, but they just have the screens in front of them. I mean, usually, so Kelly and the 2 younger ones, they play games together, like Roblox and Minecraft and stuff. So they'll be buried in that, and then I'll be watching TV normally. I don't know. Sometimes with the 3 of them, they get kind of rowdy, so I can't hear anything anyway. So we'll go downstairs or find something else to do. So.
I tell you, when I go to my friend's house that have families, kids, and stuff like that, it's just always so interesting because nobody's ever doing one thing like on their own by themselves at once. It's like someone's at the kitchen table doing something while having a conversation with someone in the kitchen at the same time, while watching TV at the same time. Sometimes, Chris, I just step back and like look at the magic of it. It's like just when you're at home alone, it's like there's never anyone calling your name, right? When you sit down to do something, that's what you do, kind of stuff.
I mean, listen, I tell my wife, so my knees aren't great. So once I start going down the stairs, I'm pretty much going all the way down to the bottom. But my wife's favorite thing to do is like right as my head disappears from that landing. Hey, Chris, can you up? Gotta make the turn. Hang on. Go down, stuck, and then come back up. Yes, can you please not do that again? Yeah. So this is something crazy. My daughter is in the 6th grade in the county we live in. They do outdoor school for a week. So every 6th grade kid has to go to this outdoor school, and they stay in cabins and they do all this biology shit. It sounds pretty cool, actually. So she's there right now. It's gonna be like 23 degrees tonight.
Yeah, it's fucking cold.
Oof.
My wife's a little freaked out about it.
Do they got like space heaters or heaters in the cabins and stuff?
I can only imagine, you know.
Yeah.
But it's cool because they're completely unplugged for a week, and I think my daughter needs that, to be honest. And they have to make some of their own decisions, you know, like they have to figure out what to wear every day. And a lot of kids that age are still, I think, dealing with probably overprotective parents and stuff. So it's nice for them
Tell me about it. No.
to grow a little bit, you know.
Dude, I remember this one time I went to football camp. I was in high school, and I forgot like my blanket, basically. And up in the mountains in PA, dude, it got freezing at night. And I just remember like the first couple nights, I was like, fuck, I was like putting on like extra sweatpants and sweatshirts and stuff. And then I called my dad because the parents came up midweek. I was like, he's like, do you need anything? I was like, bring blankets. Fucking freezing up here.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you really, I'd like a binky.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Binky blanket.
No, man.
Dad.
It's just freezing.
All right. Well, it's been nice rambling with you gents tonight.
Yes, sir.
But we filled our time slot, so we can put another mark on the belt here. So, I guess this is the part where we go around the yard here and you tell the good folks of the internet, oh, where you at, Brian Brink?
You find me, Brian Brink, in the Facebook groups, at Brinkalizer on Instagram. Hey, real quick, how's the tonight? Was it bad?
I did not hear it at
I
all.
didn't hear any.
Sweet.
You
All right, cool.
do whatever you were going to do.
I changed some settings in the browser, and so I think I'm good. Tide me over until we get a new computer in this place.
Dom.
You can find me at Dominic Ross on the groups here Tuesday nights with you guys, and hopefully, what's the next convention? ZoloCon?
Hey,
Yeah,
you want
I
to take a
think
stroll
that's
through NJCC in a couple of weeks?
That's Thanksgiving. Is it Thanksgiving?
That's Thanksgiving weekend, man.
Yeah, dude. I
That's
don't think
bad
so.
timing.
Yeah, I might just walk through, stay for a couple raffle ticket drawings, and
Was
that.
it Saturday?
Or you could just, Brian, you could just stay here.
Or I could do that. Well, I will have to depart and then come back at one point. But
Yeah.
Is it a Saturday? Is it a Saturday or Sunday? Is it?
I think it's 2 days, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was
It's
Saturday.
in 2 days. Oh wow. Yeah, no. God, all that tryptophan in me is probably gonna sleep the weekend.
That's an old wives' tale.
Now
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah, it turns out it's just people overeat and get tired.
Whatever you want to call it.
I had a turkey sandwich for lunch today, and I fell asleep. But I don't think those are related to each other. Dom, did you tell these people where the hell you are on the internet?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Meatbag.
You can find me, JD Brocious, in the Facebook groups, Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. Yeah, I'm pulling a fucking Dominomix here.
Struck the pot.
Shelf Gravy on Facebook and Instagram, and I would like to thank everybody that came out this weekend, Realm and Cabal alike. It's great to meet Walter and Drew and Billy Long and all those guys. It's good to talk with some of the other customizers and stuff. And thank you to Mike Kincaid for making that fucking dope ass video.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch that right after this.
Yeah.
You know, Mike and K won an ice troll.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
That's wild.
Yep. He had no intention on going there, and then Gort was like, "You need to come here and check this out."
Yep. And then he was about to leave.
He packed his. Yeah, he was gonna leave, and
He gave Gary his ticket.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll hold on. I'll just stay one more time.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then he won a fucking ice troll, and he ended up buying Pixis. the blue skeleton guy.
Nice.
Good pick. Yeah, good pick.
Keep going. Well, I'm Pinkerton, PNKR10 on Instagram. Christopher Pinkerton on Facebook. Crashbox Customs on all your social media. Monday nights, if you don't recognize my screechy voice, I'm on Enter the Realm. And every week I'm on Nerd Rage Radio with Bobby Skullface and Joe KW. So this week's show will seem like it's from very far in the past because we recorded it Friday to be released the following Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hard to get together. Okay, that's it for us. Thanks for hanging out, Chat Squad. And everybody, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater from this very station. Three short sunrises.
It is. Yeah.
I don't know. It comes from on Friday. I probably fucked that all up. Hey, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us on Tuesday night. I'm done talking.
All right.
He's done talking. And yeah, we forgot to mention Figure Banging. That's not this week, right?
Oh God, I hope not. No. Yes.
I missed last week.
Well, here, let's play this. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
All right.
Okay. Bye,
We're out.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all the new people that tuned in too. There was a bunch of new people in here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
See ya.
Say it with me now.
Round